Hey. If you can hear me, put one in the comments for me, please. Let me wipe my camera lens off. I'm hopping on here really quick. I don't want to say really quick. I've been trying to get on here earlier, but my neighbor, I was going to go out live outside, but my neighbor decided to randomly mow his lawn. So I was like, okay, like y'all just be so random. Hey, if y'all can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat for me. Just want to make sure that y'all can hear me. Only because I'm in North Carolina and we had a really bad thunderstorm last night. So I'm not sure about my signal. So, hi. Can you hear me? I don't want to keep saying, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, thank you so much. It's coming in now. Okay, great. So thank y'all for tuning in. If you are new, I'm Nina Stewart, the author strategist, and I help authors and aspiring authors, write, market, publish their books without exhausting their resources. And I do a lot of this by just helping them create content, content strategies, book marketing strategies, things like that, where they can implement and actually reach their target audience so then it can increase their book sales and increase their readership. Okay. But today I wanted to talk about just 3 ways that you can reach your target audience as an author and as a writer. I think we overthink it when we are authors and writers. We're overthinking it. We are thinking that we don't have to put in much detail like other brands do, but you do. Like, your book is that particular business. As soon as you publish that book, it's a business. And as soon as you write those words where you want to share the writings and things like that, it becomes a business, because now your sole purpose is to, get people to read the book or read the writing or get the information out there. And a lot of authors are getting used to being on social media. And so that is, a huge hindrance too, because now you have to kind of figure out, how do I deal with social media, get all of my, content out, trying to maneuver around all the platforms. Like, every platform got something totally different that they want you to do. All of them, right? Instagram got reels, they got this, they got that. It's like so much you got to do. And then Facebook, Lord, you got 1,000,001 other things there. And bless your heart if you have a Facebook group, because now you got to literally put energy into that group. Twitter, they all have their own, different things that you have to do in order to be social on social media. And as a writer, we really just want to write. We want to just write our books and publish them and, see the success. But with social media, there comes a price, right? Because these platforms are free. So we can't really get mad either at a free platform that's not really giving us the book sales that we want, or the readers that we want, or the followers that we want, if we're not going to actually do anything, right? So I got 3 tips for you that you can implement. And some of y'all are going to be like, oh my God, this is too much. But if you want people to buy your books and read your books and read your writings and really, be involved in what you're doing, then you have to actually get them to like you, to know you, and to trust you. And I don't know if y'all have heard this before. I'm sure you have. But you have to do the like, know, and trust method pretty much in anything that you're doing on social media. If you want to sell this mug, right? If I put it out here like, hey, I got this mug for sale, you're probably not going to buy it, right? Because you're like, I don't know her. She don't be talking about buying mugs often. I don't really trust it. Is this real? You know how you see somebody on social media and they start promoting something, but you don't see them online often, and you're like, did you get hacked? Right? Because they don't trust you enough to be consistent in that. So they're not too sure about it. So they're just going to keep scrolling. And then you have people who just not going to buy from you, right? You might think they cool. They've been following you for the past 8 to 10 years, right? Liking some stuff. But as soon as you come out and say, oh, my book is out. Oh, my book is still on sale. Oh, I would love people to leave book reviews and da-da-da-da-da. They're not going to do it. And if they ain't bought your book yet, they're not going to do it, right? But this is how you can reach your target audience, right? I want you to implement these steps on how to reach your target audience, your ideal reader, your perfect reader. If there was somebody who you made this book for and they rock with you all day, they loyal like that to you, this is how you're going to reach them. So the first one is, like I said, right? I'm looking at my notes so I can stay on path. like, right? Like is not just going and liking a post. No, you're trying to get them to like you. And getting them to like you means creating the content that captures their attention, that entertains them, that educates them. As an author, we think so deep, like my book, how can I take whatever I'm writing about and put that out there in social media like that? Easy ways, right? You can talk about the chapters of your book. You can talk about why you decided to write your book. You can give them a couple of tips and steps and strategies. You can, if you don't want to do all the, show your face and stuff like that, you good. You can create bookish stuff, right? I think I posted like 3 real estate authors can do. You can take pictures of books, of the library, of you and your writing process. Things that are going to capture their attention, right? That's going to entertain them and it's going to educate them, especially if you're a nonfiction author and you have a book about mindset, you have a book about business, you have a book about your life. You should literally have so much content on educating, on entertain, all of that, because you are now being able to really rein in and focus on your ideal audience, your target audience. Okay. So hold on. Hey, everyone that's entering. Thank y'all for entering. But we are going over the like, know, and trust method, and that's creating that content. So as an author, create that particular content. Know is engaging. Like you want them to know you. Right? So knowing is engaging. And engaging, we overthink that too. Right? We're like, this is so overwhelming. I got to go in here and I got to figure out what I'm going to say on someone's post. No. Engage with the people by commenting on something that, resonates with you. Not just by liking, but going in and commenting. And some people say, oh, you got to put a detailed comment. Don't even overthink it. What would you normally say to someone on your social media page that had a funny meme? Like, oh my God, that's too funny, right? Just do that. Just literally engage with them, because once you start engaging, they get the notifications. They're seeing that, oh, I see the author strategist keep on, she getting them comments, she laughing, she joking, she talking to other people or whatever, because that's what I would naturally do. I'm not going to sit over here and force nothing. I'm not going on somebody's stuff that I don't like or I don't even know like that. Like, you had to have something that caught my attention when I was like, oh, that's too funny, because my son do the same thing. And that's how you engage naturally, right? So let's stop overthinking it and let's naturally engage so that they can know us. The more they see that, they get comfortable. And then they start looking at your stuff. And the system, which is Instagram itself, starts to put you, like, oh, hey, the author strategist just posted something. You ever see that? You was like, oh, they just let me know somebody posted. Do they do this to everybody? Heck no. Some of y'all, I don't even see some of y'all stuff because y'all not engaging enough. There's a little section in the settings that literally shows you the least interacted accounts. You want to know why some of them are the least interacted accounts? Because there's no engagements, right? I don't engage with them. They don't engage with me. So Instagram ain't showing me crap that they posted. And they might have been somebody with some interesting stuff. But we ain't engaging back and forth. So engage back and forth, okay? And like I said, comment, liking. Nowadays it's viewing. All of that. The third one is the trust. And so to get them to trust you is to show up, right? To show up consistently. And I'm not saying you got to post 4 times a day, or you got to post once a day, or you got to be on here. No, show up consistently for your audience. So I'll use an example. There's a screenwriter. Her name is Felicia Pride. I follow her, and she literally has this, newsletter she puts out, and she puts it out, I believe, once a month or once a week. But I know that I'm going to get that from her once a week, once a month, because I trust it. And she is consistent with it. Once a week, I am getting in my email this newsletter that's packed with all this information that I love, right? About screenwriting competitions and people who are looking for writers and bloggers and all this stuff. I'm getting that because she says she's going to be consistent, and she is. And she shows up in that manner. You can be consistent just like that with your audience on Instagram. You can say once a week, hey, they're going to see quotes, right? You're going to see some motivational quote, or you're going to get 3 steps on how you can be resilient too, based off of my book, Resilient Women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of catching that? Hey, if y'all still with me, please put a 2 in the comments, just letting me know that y'all still with me, because sometimes I just start talking. And that y'all catching it. You know, you're getting what I'm putting down here. So that's the trust. The more you do that and you show up, the more we trust you. Like they say sometimes they say it takes 7 times to see something. I think some people it's 21 times before I begin to trust or to buy into whatever it is. So they see you online as often as you can do it. Thank y'all so much. They are going to trust you. That builds the trust. You don't have to have a fancy website. You don't have to have a great page. Some people don't even have products. You don't really even need to have your book ready for people to trust you, because you're showing up now. So when your book do come out, you got all these people who are like, yeah, I trust her. I'm about to buy this book because she been, consistent with just whatever it is she putting out. I mean, I see a picture of her dog every day, but she consistent with that picture of her dog, right? You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. And if y'all do have questions, put them in a question bubble or just put them in the comments. But yeah, those 3 right there. And it's crazy because when people break down that like, know, and trust method, all I see is just say, you got to like, know, and trust. And I'm like, well, how do I do this as an author? How do I build that like, know, and trust as a writer? Like, I just want to get back to my writing, or I just want to work on my book, or I got other things that I'm doing. How do I build that in my space? And that's how you do that as a writer and as an author and as a creator. You can be a poet, you can be an artist, you can be a graphic designer, having designs and stuff like that. That's how you would do that in our particular space. So let's recap. The like is creating the content that captures their interest, right? Entertaining them, educating them, teaching them things, just things like that. So think about your book. I did this with a client this week. She didn't even know. I went to her book, got it off of Amazon. Amazon Kindle got this where you can kind of create quotes in there. So I went, found a couple of quotes within a chapter or some things that I wanted to make a quote. I just pressed a little copy button on there and it makes it a quote for you. I did like 3 of those for her. And she has 3 weeks of content that she has created to build the interest of her audience, right? Because she's working on Christian women and being authentic living and things like that. That's going to get their interest. I just pulled out 3 things that you already wrote years ago. Don't recreate the wheel. You already did this. Now all you got to do is actually share it, create it. The no is engaging. So what I do every morning, I do my morning routine, and then I go and I engage with all my followers. If you've been posting or whatever, I might go to your page and look at something, like something, see something I like, I might comment or whatever. The people who hadn't posted in like months or even a year, but I can see they're in the stories, I remove them because you're not trying to really engage. And then I see your content and it messes up what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So take that. And especially if you think it's so overwhelming with doing that, take that approach. Do like your morning 10 minutes off the day type of thing, right? Where you're just sitting there for 10 minutes. You're going to be online scrolling anyway. So you might as well scroll intentionally and go to those people who are on the follower list and nurture them. Before you know it, the system is going to start showing your content to just people you're not following. Because now it does that. It shows your post to people you're not following, and it shows you people who you're not following post as well. That makes sense. And then the final thing is the trust. The trust is to posting that content, right, that you created. So what I would suggest for you guys to do is, 1, create like 7 to 14 days worth of content. I know, sounds a lot, but it's not, right? Do it on a Sunday or a Saturday where you got some downtime. Hey, 3 ways that you can reach your target audience, or 3 ways that you can become a better poet, right? Or content is maybe 3 small poems. If you're a poet, 3 small poems, right, that you have out of your book. And that's what you're going to post as your content for like Mondays. Do some quotes that inspire you, right? If you really want to get into reels, look at some reels that really capture you and that resonate with you, and do that, also. But create at least 7 to 14 days, because that gives the system enough time to actually build the analytics for you. When you build that content, that's what you're going to post for your trust. Now you have a little kit, in your clip, a little bag full of just things that you can post. I have it right now. I have like probably 21 reels that I just recorded and did randomly, not even planning it. I don't even have the captions or none on there. And then you can save it in reels down there. You can save it in a draft and just save it on the phone. So then when you're chilling, you wait in the doctor's office. Oh, let me post that. Boom. There you go. Right there. As far as the captions and all that stuff go, just keep it simple. Write something that resonates with you, right? Or none at all if you're at that point where you're like, I just don't want to think about that. Let me see this question. Should I do more posting than doing stories on IG? So the stories nurture who are already following you, right? So the stories nurture your following. The people who already follow, they're the only ones that are really going to see the story right now, are people who are already following you. I would do more of the posting so that you can build the analytics up and build the like, know, and trust. And then think of the stories as like just a day-to-day thing. And they have something new now, I think, with Facebook, integrates on Instagram, where you can pre-schedule your stories. So let's say you have some stuff you want to put out there to let people know, you can kind of pre-schedule that stuff in a drafts. I think you can keep stories in drafts too. I'm not sure, but I would focus on my posting because it's all about the posting, honestly. Like, they're putting you in front of an audience. They are and when I say they, Instagram, they're the ones that deciding if 10% of your following should see that. So I would focus on just creating some posts. And then the good thing about creating a post is that when you're ready, you can kind of boost that stuff, right? When you're ready to go to the next level, they have it where you can boost it to where you just want to get more followers. They'll show it to the target audience. They'll show it to the people who they feel that will like this content. So I would focus on just the posting, because the posting is what gets people kind of, in a tizzy. The stories are natural. You just go on your stories and I look at my plants, right? That's just nurturing. That stories is just, continuing to nurture your current audience. Where was I? So yeah, so with your making your content, so make that content 7 to 14 days worth. I did it from one of my clients. I made a month's worth, but I put it in a particular schedule. Like, here's 30 pieces of content. But you're not going to post 30 pieces of content, because on Mondays, you're only posting these motivational quotes. On Wednesdays, you're only posting your empowerment coaching tips that I pulled from your exact book. That's it. Don't veer from nothing else. On Thursdays, you can do your reels, the funny things like that to really build and get that engagement. I think we had scriptures on one of those days throughout the week. So you see how you create the content and then you spread it out throughout the schedule. So now you're not overwhelmed. It's your own schedule. If she was to say, I have a new client who's like, I don't want to be posting 4 times a day. Like, for her, we'll probably do like a once a week type of thing, or once a month type of thing, and let people know like, hey, I'm still here. This is what I got going on, right? But that's your own schedule for you. Something for you, not for anyone else, because we don't know. We just see what you put out there. If you come every once a week, then okay, once a week. Even for myself, I try and switch up my posting schedule to where it's comfortable with me. I'm active duty Army, so sometimes I can't be posting, right? I have to figure, what am I gonna do today? I can't just randomly do that. So for me, I have to create that content ahead of time, and I have to go, okay, this is what's scheduled, and I have to have that plan. Well, I'm not gonna post every day, because Lord knows if I post every day, and then when I'm in the field this week, they about to be like, where you been? You ain't even been on here. We don't trust shit you saying. So that's where that trust comes in. And when you put all that together and you're patient in doing that, you get the followers, you get the people clicking the link in your bio to buy the book. Because now when they click the link in the bio, that's all you. They click that link in that bio to buy that book. Now, if that book don't look good and that book don't got no good stuff in it, that's you. That's what you're going to have to do in the background to make sure that's good. But at least you got them to like it, to follow you, to click the links. And you can see all that in your analytics. So if you are an author, a writer, a creator, an artist, a poet, you do graphic design, whatever it is, and your account on Instagram is not a creator account, you're wrong. Go over there, take it from business, and make it a creator account. When I remove my account from being a business account and I put it as creator, man, they put my content out there to so many different people now, because they're like, ooh, you're a creator and you're doing what we want you to do. Business, I don't know, it's something about that where it wasn't just really getting enough, engagement, enough impressions. They weren't pushing it there. Push it to creator. Why? Because that's what the platform wants. All these platforms are building up creator stuff, okay? Yeah, I got you. I got a gig going too. Somebody I gotta go to lunch, but I wanted to hop on here and get y'all this content. I would catch the rest of it. Yep, definitely. But yeah, I wanted to make sure y'all got that. Now, look, if you are somebody who's like, it sounds good, Nina, sounds great, but like, I'm not gonna do it. Hey, guess what? I offer one-on-one coaching services, right? And I don't want to say coaching because I'm more like your online business creator strategist, right? With whatever it is that you need help with, we sit down and we outline that process. I said I was looking for 5 clients. I already got a new one. I have only 4 more spots available. And I'll give y'all some insight on my new client. She already has a book out. She getting book sales, right? She good with that. It's more of like, I just don't have the energy for this new stuff. Like this Instagram, they gotta make a Facebook, then they gotta go here, and go over here. And you know what? I don't think it's even working right because I just want to like verbalize these things. Well, we're gonna create your YouTube channel, right? This is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna make these steps. We're gonna do this outline. What are you comfortable with recording? I'm gonna do that market research for you to go, I think your audience actually would like this. So if you do something like this, then it could kind of build that. That's what I do. So if you want someone to help you with the life, know, and trust, to create that, to build that out for you, to even show you how to schedule that stuff, even for some of them, I schedule it for them. I'm like, hey, give me access to the Facebook or Instagram. I'll schedule it for you. And we knock it out like that. And I work with clients on a quarterly basis. So it's no like, oh, I'm just going to work with you for 2 weeks and that's it. Like, no, because I got to really see this through. So we're going to do 3 months. First month is we are planning. We are planning, outlining, planning. What do you want to do? Second month is execution. Now, if we execute sooner, great. But it's all about the execution. How are we putting this out there? What does it look like? Are we having enough content to build the analytics so then Instagram or Facebook or Twitter can work for us? And then the third is that we're monitoring and controlling it, right? We're monitoring this. Oh, this working. It's not. Let's change this up. Let's change some keywords. Let's change some SEO data. Like all that stuff comes into play when you work with me one-on-one. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, send me a DM, right, with your email address. And I will send you out a calendar invite for a free discovery session. And the free session is quick, but it's free. And we break down if I'm a good fit for you, if you're a good fit for me, and if we can actually, reach your goals. With that, then we we go and we schedule all our longer, appointments and schedules and what you need, right? Build out your actual plan and your program. So if you are interested in that, definitely leave me a DM and message me that, okay? But that's all I got because I got to head to lunch. But real quick on a recap, if you're an author, you're a writer, you are a poet, you're a graphic designer, key takeaways from this is the like, know, and trust. Liking is creating that content that entertains them, that inspires them, that educates them, that gets their attention based off of your niche, right? Based off of your book, based off of what you do. That means you're going to have to dig a little deep and go, well, what do they want, right? And make it easy. Like I said, go to Amazon, click on the quote, the copy thing. It copies quotes from you from your own book, from any book, honestly. So I do that with a couple of clients. Your know is your engagements. You want them to know you. You, not you getting mad because they ain't liking your stuff. They don't know you. You need to go and engage and comment and like and view and kiki and laugh naturally. Don't go over there just like, this is so much. I can't do this with these random people. So I'm not telling you to go to random people. Who is following you? Go to them. All them people that's following you that's just ain't doing nothing online, go and wake their asses up. Go like, go comment, or whatever it is. I bet if you do it for 10 minutes today. You go in there and do it. I guarantee you're going to see some notification of some people just kind of woken up, right? But that's how you get them to know you. And then your trust. The trust is showing up, being consistent. And stop with the, I got to do this every day. Nah, bro. I don't even do this every day. But do it consistently enough to where when they see your name pop up, they're going, ooh, I'm getting something, right? They're excited. They know. They see you. They know you enough to be like, oh, she has this out. She has a book. She has a poetry session going on. Oh, she's having a Zoom live going on. Let me make sure I attend that because they trust you enough to show up. Don't just be posting and ghosting and then you post this month and then next month you get online. You mad because ain't nobody bought your book. Well, you ain't got nothing for them and you ain't been on here. It's social media. You got to be social. Yeah, and that's all the key takeaways. Oh, and the other one is if you don't have a creator account, get a creator account. Turn your business account into a creator account. That's my cue to get off. Your creator account, your business account to a creator account, because the platform is going to push your content more that way. Like all these platforms are going towards creators, right? They want people to create. So you got to follow the flow of the platform. And then one last thing I'm going to give you before I totally go is that I need you to think about this. What if this platform ain't for you, right? What if Instagram ain't where you need to be? It ain't the space that makes you comfortable and it takes up so much of your energy. Think about that. And what space can you go into? I talked about Twitter a couple of days ago, where it's a great resource for authors and writers. Like, you don't really want to keep showing your face online? Go over to Twitter. Now you can create that. J.K. Rowling on Twitter, y'all. She ain't messing with Facebook. She on Twitter, tweeting all her stuff and pictures and try Twitter. Snapchat. I'm back on Snapchat for my fitness channel because it's so overwhelming on my fitness page on Instagram. So where I'm like, I don't want to create content for fitness. I'm already doing this. Like on my Snapchat, I could just post, right? I don't have to have no caption or hashtag or nothing. So think about the platform that you're using also, okay? Because maybe the platform ain't for you. You can keep a Facebook page just for aesthetics. You can keep an IG page just for aesthetics, but your real platform needs to get all your love and attention, okay? That's all I got for y'all. Again, if you want to work with me one-on-one and you want me to help you with all these 3 steps that I just named, send me a DM with your email address, and then I'll send you a calendar invite so we can get you on a 15-minute discovery call and we can get you started. My goal this week was to get 5, well, not this week, for this month, 5 clients down to 4, right? So I have 4 spaces available, okay? If you want to take up that space, send me an email.